This video did not exist in your timeline until your consciousness collapsed the wave of probability to find it. You brought this message into your reality right at the exact moment you needed to hear it. Today, we are uncovering the profound esoteric truth behind the observer effect and the infinite quantum field. If you have always felt a deep, unexplainable connection to the stars or the moon, we are going to reveal exactly why that is happening. I promise you, by the end of this journey, you will completely understand your true infinite power as a deliberate creator of reality. Tell me, have you ever looked up at the night sky and felt a sudden, overwhelming sense of homesickness for a place you have never even been to? To truly grasp the magnitude of what is happening within you, we must first understand the metaphysical nature of our universe. Imagine an infinite, invisible web of energy that connects every single atom, every thought, and every distant galaxy. In esoteric traditions, this is often referred to as the Akashic Records, the living library of the cosmos. In modern terms, we call it the quantum field. It is a vast ocean of infinite probabilities, where everything that could ever happen exists simultaneously as a wave of pure potential. But these waves remain formless until something remarkable happens. They require observation. Observation is not a passive act of simply seeing what is already there. Observation is the divine, active force of consciousness that forces the universe to make a choice, collapsing infinite possibilities into one solid, physical reality. But what if I told you that your fascination with the night sky is not just a romantic quirk of your personality? When you look up at the stars, or when you feel a deep, inexplicable peace while staring at the moon, you are not just looking at dead rocks in the vacuum of space. You are experiencing a profound quantum resonance. Your consciousness is recognizing its own ultimate origin. The quantum field contains the energetic blueprint of everything that has ever happened, is happening right now, and will ever happen in the future. When your physical eyes lock onto those glowing spheres in the dark, your brain naturally shifts its frequency. You are literally dialing into the cosmic internet. This is exactly why you feel that sudden rush of nostalgia, a longing for a home you cannot even name. You are a vast, energetic being, and your soul is simply remembering the sheer vastness of the unified field from which it was originally born. Every single time you feel drawn to the cosmos, it is because a highly specific packet of light and esoteric information is being downloaded directly into your bioenergetic system. You must understand that you are not just a passive observer in this universe. You are actively retrieving data from the cosmos. This phenomenon is the very first undeniable sign that your awareness is expanding far beyond the three-dimensional limitations of this earthly matrix. Think about the concept of the holographic universe. In a true hologram, every single tiny fragment contains the exact image of the whole. You are that tiny fragment. The entire cosmos, with all its swirling galaxies and ancient Akashic wisdom, is folded into the quantum structure of your own DNA. So, when you gaze at the moon is also gazing back at you. It is a mirror reflecting the hidden, dormant parts of your own expansive consciousness. You are initiating a dialogue with the universe through the language of silent observation. This is the secret of the ages, hidden in plain sight. Your attention is the currency of creation, and by spending it on the celestial bodies, you are enriching your soul's energetic bank account. Here is where the real magic of reality creation begins to unfold. The observer effect in quantum mechanics proves that a subatomic particle changes its behavior depending on whether it is being watched. Now, scale that up to your everyday life. When your consciousness touches the celestial energy of the stars, you are training your internal observer to operate at a much higher frequency. You are learning how to look at reality not as a fixed, rigid structure, but as a fluid, moldable dream. How often have you experienced a strange synchronicity right after a night of deep, contemplative stargazing? Perhaps someone you were just thinking about suddenly calls you, or maybe a highly specific opportunity presents itself out of nowhere. These are not random coincidences. These are the direct ripples in the quantum field caused by your elevated state of observation. You collapsed a new reality simply by changing where you focus your profound cosmic attention. Many who feel this intense magnetic pull toward the cosmos are what esoteric traditions call starseeds. But let us look at this through a quantum lens. A starseed is simply a localized point of consciousness that has managed to retain the vibrational memory of other quantum states. While most of humanity is completely asleep, trapped in the dense illusion of material survival, you are awake to the subtle frequencies. You look at the moon and feel a magnetic tug because your energy signature matches the frequency of the celestial spheres. You are part of the 1% who are naturally gifted at accessing the Akashic database. This is a massive evolutionary advantage. By maintaining this connection, you bypass the heavy, fear-based programming of the collective human mind. You are sourcing your truth, your inspiration, and your personal power directly from the pure, unfiltered quantum void. Let us dive deeper into the actual mechanics of how your thoughts collapse reality. Every single thought you generate emits a highly specific electromagnetic wave into the ether. Your brain is the hardware, but your consciousness is the programmer. When you feel a deep, soulful connection to the stars, you are engaging in a form of high-level thought broadcasting. You are sending a signal of awe, infinity, and boundless potential out into the cosmic mirror. The universe has no choice but to respond in kind. The law of attraction is fundamentally just the law of quantum resonance. Like attracts like. If you are vibrating at the frequency of the infinite cosmos, you will begin to manifest experiences, people, and resources that carry that same high-level frequency. You begin to attract miracles not by forcing them to happen, but by aligning your internal observer with the limitless nature of the night sky. But there is a crucial element that many overlook, and it is the role of deep, visceral emotion in the process of observation. Emotion is energy in motion. It is the magnetic force that pulls your quantum desires into physical manifestation. Why does the moon evoke such profound emotional responses? Because the moon governs the waters of the earth, and it governs the emotional waters within your own physical vessel. When you stand under the moonlight and feel a wave of peace or a sudden surge of ancient sorrow, you are actively clearing dense energetic blockages. You are purifying your emotional body so it can hold more cosmic light. A pure emotional state is the absolute secret weapon of the conscious observer. If you can harness the deep feelings of wonder and limitless freedom that the stars give you and apply that exact same feeling to your personal goals, your manifestation power becomes truly unstoppable. Synchronicity acts as the ultimate feedback loop of the quantum field. It is the universe whispering to you, confirming that you are on the right path. Have you ever noticed repeating numbers like 1111 or 333 when you are feeling particularly connected to the universe? These numbers are literal energetic codes. They are glitches in the matrix, designed to capture the attention of your inner observer. When you acknowledge a synchronicity, you are sending a powerful message back to the Akashic records. You are saying, "I see the connection, I understand the game, send me more." The more you gaze at the stars and align with cosmic rhythms, the more your life will be flooded with these magical occurrences. The veil between the physical world and the energetic realm becomes incredibly thin. You start to realize that the universe is not happening to you, it is responding to you in real time. Consider the mysterious experience of déjà vu. Mainstream science tries to explain it away as a simple neurological misfire. But through the lens of quantum metaphysics, déjà vu is something far more profound. It is the momentary intersection of parallel timelines. In the Akashic records, all of your possible pasts and potential futures exist at once. When your consciousness vibrates at a high enough frequency, often triggered by deep cosmic contemplation, you momentarily access these parallel realities. You remember an event as if it has already happened, because in the quantum field, it actually has. By feeling drawn to the moon and the stars, you are training your brain to handle multidimensional data. You are becoming a master of time and space, realizing that the present moment is the only true point of power from which you can rewrite your entire destiny. The grandest illusion of the human experience is the persistent belief in separation. You look at your hands, and then you look at a tree, and you believe you are two entirely different things. But at the subatomic level, there is no boundary where you end and the external world begins. You are a continuous, uninterrupted flow of universal energy. When you look up at the infinite night sky, that feeling of awe is the temporary dissolution of your ego. It is the shattering of the illusion of separation. You are the universe looking out from within a human body, observing its own magnificent creation. This realization is the ultimate quantum shift. Once you truly embody the knowing that you are the creator and the creation simultaneously, fear loses all of its power over you. How can you be afraid of the world when you know that you are the very fabric of the world itself? What is even more fascinating is that this cosmic observation physically alters your biology. Esoteric researchers believe that intense connection with celestial energies actively stimulates dormant strands of your DNA. We only use a tiny fraction of our genetic potential. The rest has been labeled as junk DNA by scientists who do not understand its true purpose. This so-called junk is actually a highly sophisticated quantum receiver. As you spend time communicating with the stars, absorbing the frequency of the Akashic field, you are activating these dormant light codes within your cells. You might start to experience sudden flashes of intuition, enhanced creative abilities, or a deep inner knowing about the nature of reality. Your physical body is upgrading itself to match the immense, expanding power of your newly awakened quantum consciousness. Now, the ultimate question is, how do you use this incredible connection for conscious manifestation? The secret lies in merging your earthly desires with your cosmic awareness. Most people try to manifest from a place of desperate lack. They want money, love, or success because they feel empty without it. But when you are connected to the Akashic records, you realize you already possess everything. The stars do not struggle to shine, they simply exist in their power. To create your reality, you must enter the feeling of the wish fulfilled while holding the profound, peaceful energy you get from stargazing. You must observe your desired future with the same awe and certainty that you have when you know the sun will rise. By projecting this cosmic level of calm assurance into the quantum field, reality has no choice but to rearrange itself to match your vibration. We must also acknowledge the specific, gravitational power of the moon on human consciousness. Just as the moon dictates the tides of the oceans, it subtly orchestrates the biorhythms of your brainwaves. During certain lunar phases, the veil to the Akashic records is lifted almost completely. If you feel restless or highly energized during a full moon, do not try to suppress it. This is a massive influx of quantum energy trying to integrate into your nervous system. It is the perfect time to visualize your greatest desires and release old, stagnant trauma. You are being supported by a celestial body that has watched human history unfold for millions of years. By consciously partnering with the moon's cycles, you stop swimming against the current of life. You learn to surf the massive cosmic waves of probability, effortlessly gliding toward your highest timeline. Breaking free from the matrix of ordinary perception requires consistent dedication. Society is fundamentally designed to keep your attention trapped in a low-frequency loop of stress, consumption, and fear. They want you looking down at your screens, never looking up at the sky. Because the moment you look up, you remember who you truly are. You reclaim your authority as the ultimate observer. Every moment you spend gazing at the stars is an act of spiritual rebellion. You are actively unplugging your consciousness from the artificial grid and plugging it back into the organic, infinite power source of the universe. This is why you feel so refreshed and centered after spending time alone under the night sky. You have literally reset your energetic baseline back to its natural divine state of limitless potential. Let us explore the mind-bending concept of quantum non-locality. In quantum physics, two particles that have interacted can become entangled. Even if they are separated by billions of light years, whatever happens to one particle instantly affects the other, faster than the speed of light. Now, apply this to your soul. You are fundamentally entangled with the energy of the cosmos. The stars you are drawn to are not just out there, they are intimately connected to the subatomic particles within your own heart. This means you do not have to travel anywhere to access the wisdom of the universe. It is available to you right here, right now, in the absolute present moment. Your consciousness is non-local. By merely shifting your focus, you can pull ancient wisdom, healing energy, and visionary ideas from the farthest reaches of the galaxy directly into your living room. This deep cosmic connection is the true source of what we call intuition. Intuition is not a guess, it is a direct download from the cosmic quantum computer. When you are faced with a difficult decision and you suddenly know exactly what to do without logical explanation, you have just accessed the Akashic records. By nurturing your love for the moon and stars, you are keeping the bandwidth of this connection wide open. The static of everyday life fades away, and the voice of your higher self becomes crystal clear. You begin to navigate life not by desperately calculating pros and cons, but by following the energetic breadcrumbs left by the universe. You trust the unseen. You understand that the quantum field has a much higher vantage point than your physical ego, and you surrender to its flawless guidance. You are literally rewiring your brain by focusing on the infinite. Neuroplasticity proves that our brains physically change based on where we direct our attention. When you constantly worry about mundane problems, you carve deep neural pathways of anxiety. But when you consistently turn your gaze to the vastness of the cosmos, you build entirely new neural networks dedicated to expansiveness, peace, and infinite possibility. You are training your brain to process quantum realities. Over time, this makes you practically immune to the petty dramas of the three-dimensional world. Things that used to trigger you simply bounce off your energy field. You have anchored your consciousness in a dimension where only eternal truths matter. You become a walking pillar of cosmic light, illuminating the path for others just by existing in your high vibrational state. Sometimes, this awakening process triggers what mystics call the dark night of the soul. As you draw in more of this high-frequency, celestial energy, everything inside of you that is dense, false, and unaligned must be brought to the surface to be cleared. You might experience periods of deep isolation where you feel completely disconnected from the people around you. Do not fear this phase. It is a vital quantum reset. It is the universe clearing the outdated software from your system so it can install the new Akashic operating system. Your affinity for the stars during these dark times is your lifeline. The cosmos is reminding you that even in the deepest blackness of space, the light still exists. You are shedding the old version of yourself who believed they were a victim of circumstance, to make room for the master creator you are destined to become. Aligning your personal frequency with the universal vibration is the ultimate goal of the human experience. Imagine yourself as a tuning fork. When you are stressed and fearful, you emit a harsh, discordant tone. But when you stand in silent reverence under the night sky, you strike the tuning fork of your soul against the crystalline structure of the universe. You begin to hum at the exact same frequency as creation itself. In this state of pure alignment, manifestation is no longer a technique or a struggle. It becomes your natural way of breathing. Opportunities seek you out. Healing happens spontaneously. Abundance flows into your life through avenues you could never have logically predicted. You have stopped trying to manipulate the reflection in the mirror, and you have finally realized that you are the one projecting the light. You must begin to recognize the subtle signs that your reality is shifting right now. As you embrace your role as the quantum observer, the physical world will become more fluid and dreamlike. You might notice time speeding up or slowing down, depending on your focus. You will start to see the immediate physical manifestation of your passing thoughts. You will feel an unshakable sense of inner peace, even when the external world appears chaotic. These are the hallmarks of a master who is actively reading the Akashic records and writing their own destiny. Do not dismiss these occurrences, celebrate them. Acknowledge the incredible power of your own consciousness. You are no longer asleep at the wheel. You have woken up inside the simulation, and you finally have your hands firmly on the controls of your reality. It is time to step fully into your ultimate power as the conscious creator. The moon, the stars, and the infinite expanse of space are not just beautiful scenery. They are a constant, blazing reminder of your own true nature. You possess the same elemental power that birthed the galaxies. The Akashic records are completely open to you, waiting for your commands. Stop playing small. Stop pretending that you are a victim of random chance in an uncaring universe. Use your powerful observer effect to collapse the greatest, most beautiful wave of probability into your life. Look up at the sky tonight, take a deep breath of the cosmos, and consciously decide to claim your divine birthright. You are the architect of your existence. The entire universe is holding its breath, waiting to see what magnificent reality you will choose to observe into creation next. The ultimate truth is simply this. You are not just a tiny person existing inside of reality. You are reality itself, observing itself from a unique, beautiful perspective. Every time you feel drawn to the stars, it is the cosmos calling you home, reminding you of the infinite power you wield. You are the sole creator of your experience. Your thoughts, your emotions, and your focused observation are actively collapsing the quantum field into your physical world every single second. Thank you for joining me in this profound exploration of consciousness. If this message resonated with your soul, make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a like to support the spread of this awakening. To permanently anchor this new quantum frequency into your timeline, write this exact phrase in the comments below. I am the observer creating my reality. I leave you with this final thought to ponder. What specific signs or strange synchronicities have you noticed in your life lately since your awakening began?